We're on.
Well, that sort of snuck up, didn't it?
Yeah, sorry. I had to fix something. Looks like everything's working.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on.
We're on.
Alrighty then. Hello. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. How are you? Good? Hope so. If not, maybe we can help clear up the confusion that you may be experiencing. We're live from Johannesburg, the jungles of Johannesburg. There was no Destiny Hour last week. I was burnt out, to be honest. And since we last saw you, we had an earthquake. That was quite scary. I actually woke up about a minute before it happened, and you feel so small when the house was shaking. You just realize how fragile and insignificant you are in the big scheme of things. It felt like someone was shaking the house, and I believe the earthquake was some 30 kilometers away, and we still felt it. Wild, man. So I say thank God we're okay. There was that. It's winter time in Johannesburg, so we've got a bit of a freeze going on, but it's mild compared to the rest of the world. You know, the days are nice and pleasant, but you don't want a weather report, do you, folks? You want questions answered. Well, I'm a psychic guidance counselor, so this is my full-time job. It's a God-given talent, and so there's no witchy voodoo going on. That's about that. Taking your questions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is my daughter Shay. Wave to the people.
Hi people.
Shay, my daughter. So type a question and we'll speak and answer. It's one question, and we don't do vanity. What's my best feature? We don't do vanity. So try and do real questions, please. What else was there? I think that was about it, really. Yeah? Anything happening?
We've got a couple of questions, but if you leave a comment, it's not going to pop up on stream. I'm not sure why. I can't fix this at the moment, but everything else is still running. So just please be patient, everyone. We will get to you in due course.
Yeah, I think the South African internet has frozen.
No, it's a software update issue.
Oh,
So,
one of those.
Yeah. But it's still fine. Everything else will just have to go in without the people seeing their question pop up.
Oh,
But it's okay.
but you'll see them.
Yeah.
That's all right then. You
So-
still get by.
Yeah. So if you're ready to start.
Oh, I'll open the shop. Shop's open.
Lanjana says, hello Paul, I hope you're doing great. Would kindly appreciate some guidance, sending love and light your way.
Thank you very much, that's very kind. Just some guidance. Stay warm. Oh, that jumped out. I want you to be grateful, and there may be a traditional aspect, the ancestors and that sort of stuff, and I think maybe you have got one foot in that sort of culture and one foot in the Western sort of culture. That's all very well, but it's encouraging you to move in a new direction rather than a traditional one. So if that makes any kind of sense to you, I want you to sort of come to the Western side, right? Follow your instincts, trust. You're a good guy, okay? I need you to know that. So you're not going to be leaving, the ancestral roots, but I want you to not be held back by the traditional roots. So I hope that's helped you.
While we wait for clarification on another question, Sarai says, hello Paul, how are you? Will my court case be expunged on July 14th?
July 14. There's a very good chance of that. Very good chance. You will have to argue and fight for that right. But I do feel that it's a winnable argument. So, you can't just rock up there in your sunglasses and like this. You've actually got to do a little bit of convincing. My feeling is that it has every chance of being expunged. So, but a bit of work to do. Okay.
Moving on to YouTube, Daria says, good evening Paul and Shay, I hope you're faring well. My dad is an alcoholic and he's been having bad stomach issues. Will he pull through? Unfortunately, I can already see his body giving up on him.
Daria. Daria, hi. Living with an alcoholic is tough, no doubt about it. It's a serious illness. It doesn't get that kind of sympathy, is what I want to say. Was the question, is he going to be all right? Was that the question?
Will he pull through?
He's damaged himself with all the boozing. I want to say that his stomach is rotten. He's got ulcers, not just one. His gallbladder is messing up as well. I can feel the burn. That's how bad it is. Is he going to pull through? Well, there's damage done. Is he going to stop drinking is probably the biggest challenge. I think he pulled through. you'll get through this part, but my feeling is he'll continue to mistreat his body. I think he'll pull through to answer your question, but I do think he's on the slide, sadly. It's such a selfish disease, alcoholism. It's so selfish. If he stops alcohol, does he stop being selfish? I don't think so. If he carries on at this pace, I'm not convinced. I think this will be his last Christmas, to be honest with you. Does this turn him around? I don't think so. I don't think it turns him around, sadly. So I think he'll pull through, but he's on the back nine, sadly. And it hurts me to say this, but it's a selfish disease and a selfish person we're dealing with, sadly, and I feel for you. Good luck.
Moving on to YouTube, just going to do a question I skipped and then we're going to move on. Mariana says, "Hi Paul, is my move going to be soon?"
Mariana, hello. Is your move going to be soon? Well, it's creeping up to the end of the month, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't know if it's the end of this month, but I think next month. So I think we've got about a month to go. Yes, so that's soon, probably not soon enough for you, but I think next month I can see you packing up and moving on to new things. So yes.
Next question is from Yoli, who says, "Hi Paul and Shay, how will this summer go for me?"
The whole summer. Hello Yoli. How will the summer go? Should be lovely. That's the quick and microwaved answer. I can see lots of partying, socializing, maybe a few cocktails, maybe too many cocktails, but it's looking very party-ish. I think you're going to be noticed, so make sure you wash behind your ears. I think you are going to be noticed. I think it's going to be a lovely summer. People are going to notice you, baby. I think you shine this summer. So, if you're looking for a boy,
Okay, next question is from Tudamanko, who says, Hello Paul, I trust you are well. What does this week have in store in terms of personal finance and business?
this week sounds a bit desperate. It sounds a bit desperate. I think you'll get through. That's what I want to tell you. I don't see you going. Don't see that. It's going to be tough. For some reason, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be good for you. But you've got to do things differently, because I don't like, you having to worry at this time of the month. You're going to have to do things differently. But you get through. I want you to start keeping the money in the business, if that makes sense, rather than go, oh, I can take some money out for myself. I want the business to be self-sufficient. So I want you to not dip into the till, so to speak. I know you have to make a living, but you've got to do things differently. You will get through. Wednesday, Thursday seem to be good, but a new, fresh look at things is required.
Last two on Facebook, we're moving on to YouTube. Sanazal says, hello Paul and Shay, what does the future hold for me?
It's too wide. It's too vague. You've got to be more specific, okay, with your questions, more definite, more direct, because it's a bit wide open, yeah?
Next question is from Ivory, who says, hi Paul, would I get my apartment this year?
Hello, Ivory. I hope so. You should. It's been a long time. I think so. And I think September, October is favourable, or the most likely months for that to happen. So I think this is the end of your shelter life, if I can say it like that. And I think you're destined for an apartment. And I think it's most likely September, Ivory. So have faith, babe.
Moving on to YouTube, Kira says, howdy Paul.
Howdy.
Will the selection committee accept the reference letter my cousin sent on my behalf? I'm so scared I won't get the full funding and I keep questioning everything. And she used this face.
That face. I know that face. I do that face every morning. Who's that old guy in the mirror? It's me. A reference letter from her cousin. That was a character reference, yeah? Who's your cousin in the big scheme of things? He's not a businessman, is he? It was like a character reference. So that was good. That was good. And it goes before a committee, yeah? Stop being worried. It's teasing you, I know that. It's teasing you a lot. But you're in for the big wait and see. I do believe that the cousin's letter added strength to your application. So I don't think it was... But you're fretting and stressing. I think you're going to be accepted. I think it's going to be fine. Money is tight all over, even for people funding. So they've got to be very thorough in their decision. My feeling is it's looking very promising. Okay? Hang in there.
Next question is from Angie. They ask, hi there, does A treat S better than me? Just looking for closure. Thank you.
Angie, sorry baby. A's the guy, yeah?
Probably.
He doesn't. he doesn't treat her better. Okay, he doesn't. He hasn't improved. Okay, he's got worse. Can I tell you that? I don't know if he's drinking or partying, but for some reason he thinks he's the rock star. He's got such an attitude. That to me is ugly. He's a bit full of himself, okay, and I think he's very selfish as well, okay. So those character traits are coming out, and I'll tell you what, that relationship won't last long, okay. And that's not for you to start sitting by your phone thinking, oh, he's going to call, because you don't want him back. You don't want him back. He's a selfish person, and that's what you need to understand. So he's not treating her better than you. You're special in your own right. Okay, stop thinking about him and delete him, baby. Move on. You're worth something more and better. See?
Next question is for Kamal, who says, hello Paul, how will my experience at the University of Oxford be like as a student on my own for the first time?
Kamal, Oxford. Yeah.
They also sent a big heart emoji for you.
I got a heart.
A cute one. Very cute one.
Okay, Kamal. Okay, Kamal, it's a culture shock. I'm going to tell you this. It's a culture shock for you. You know, you're all students, so you all think, oh, we're on the same level, but that is so far from the truth, particularly at Cambridge and Oxford. Okay, the class system is put in your face. All the posh accents can be disturbing to a person, and it can be intimidating when you're speaking to somebody like this, you know, and it can be, so there is a massive culture adjustment for you. Okay, what you have to not get caught up in is that very aspect of the social climbing. Oh, she's got money, he's got money, he's got a... Don't get caught up in that culture. Okay, you're there to learn. It's going to be an adjustment for you, man. Really, really. But you're going to find your voice, and you are going to, I'm going to say, make your family proud. So if you turn away from the sort of culture aspect and get on with the books and the studies, you should do very, very well study-wise. I think you're going to battle with the posh people, and you know, that may be a challenge for you. Don't get caught up in that culture. You're beautiful as you are.
Next question is from Ishika, who says, hi Paul, will my experience with working at DE Shaw be positive?
What's her name?
Ishika.
Ishika. At DE
Shaw.
Shaw. Be a positive experience.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we're battling with pronunciation. It'll be an experience. I think it'll do you good. You know, there are going to be challenges and people that get on your nerves, to be honest. Because a lot of people go to work just for the social aspect, not to work. So there is officey politics and gossip. But overall, I think you benefit from this experience. It builds character as well, apart from job experience. I think it's going to be a character builder for you, and that is positive.
Annika asks, hi Paul, hope you're doing well. I'd like to please ask if you can see any pregnancy in the near future.
Annika, hello baby. Hello baby. Listen to me. What are we now? We're in June, aren't we? That's the quick answer. Yeah. Let me say this to you. There could well be, in the next 2 months, a positive result. So, I think I would be taking a pregnancy test in August, but doing a lot of practice in July. Lots of practice. But not like rabbits, okay? Or these young people that... but I do feel that prime time is July for you. Okay, and I think there's going to be a positive for you in August, which is 2 months away. Practice, practice, practice.
Jerry says hello.
Jerry!
And
gotta tell you something, folks.
Tarek also popped in just to quickly say hi.
Tarek.
Tarek.
Hello. Hello, Oman and Jerry, the wannabe Arab. It's my daughter. Hello. Hope you're feeling better, my babe. I know. Thank you for the lovely Father's Day message yesterday. Now, folks, I have to pause a little bit here because it was Father's Day yesterday on a Sunday. And so I looked at the phone. Lovely message from my daughter, Jerry, who's in the Middle East, okay, near Saudi Arabia. And she said, the most beautiful message. Dad, I love you very much. I couldn't have made it this far without you. You're incredible and really beautiful message. And that was early in the morning. So then Shay, my other daughter, came down the passage. This is Father's Day, folks. I'm sitting on the couch reading the text message from my daughter in the Middle East, and Shay's Father's Day wish for me is, Dad, the cat's got worms. That's what she said. On Father's Day, folks. So we fixed the cat, and then she got red-faced about 9 hours later and said, oops, I forgot to say Happy Father's Day. So, folks, we're not supposed to have favourite daughters, but Shay forced me to have a favourite daughter yesterday. So I'm not speaking to her.
You're lucky I didn't hear anything because we've got problems in our streams.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, gonna move on to Instagram. Prince Princess says, hi Paul and Shay, hope you're both alright. Why isn't N doing anything about the people interfering and ruining our relationship? Thank you, love and light.
Because he'll lose them. That's the simple answer. You know, it's a big problem when best friends fall in love, because their attention goes to the person they love. And it's a problem particularly with teenagers and people in their 20s. And that's all part of growing more responsible. And why doesn't he tell them off? It's because he fears he'll lose them. That's why. And by not doing anything, you know, there's a fear that you're going to be upset. So he's on the fence. He's not going to tell them to stop interfering because he's scared of losing the friendships. Sadly. So you're going to have to stand your ground. If anybody is interfering or gossiping about you, you know, people do anyway, don't they? You're just going to have to stand your ground. I don't think it's as bad as perhaps you think it is, but it's annoying. I know it's annoying. I don't think he's going to change, but I do think it needs to be pointed out to him.
Okay, next question is from Coco. She says, hi Paul, will I get an A or a B for my writing project? It's really important.